Hello YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another week of the LPL Doubles Season 1, Week 2. This week we are up against Gisselle, who is a friend who's been in a few of these seasons so far. I don't know if I've recorded a battle against her, but she is a fairly competent battler who has a pretty scary team overall. Strong Perish Trap team with Mega Gengar. So I have cooked up a little bit of an interesting team here. Again, if you guys want to have more in-depth team breakdowns for my opponents and talking about like their full teams, or if you want a power rankings on the other people in the league, be sure to leave a comment and let me know. But in the meantime, we will go over my 6 that I have brought and why I brought them. Here we have Grimmsnarl, Throat Chop, Light Screen, Scary Face, Fake Out. Scary Face is here to slow down my opponent while also speed up one of my Pokemon with Prankster. Fake Out is just general pressure. Light Screen, because most of the threats on her team that I'm worried about are special attackers. She has things like Scizor, Mega Excadrill, and what's the other one? Sorry, I suck at this, don't I? Scizor, Mega Excadrill, and where is it? Pissimian. That's the other Pokemon. What an intro. What a way to start. But I'm not really scared of any of them, realistically, into this team. I don't think she's bringing Scizor because of how well Mega Pyro did last week. It just doesn't match up well into the rest of my team. If it comes, it's only here for Grimmsnarl, who should naturally outspeed it, so I'm not particularly worried about it. From there... Alright, it doesn't naturally outspeed, but I do have some speed investment, as you guys can tell. This speed investment will outspeed a minimum speed Altaria, as well as a -2 Mega Gengar, which is important, because Throat Chop is here to stop Parasong from the Mega Gengar, the Politoed, and the Altaria. With enough attack investment to guaranteed kill a max HP Mega Gengar with a Throat Chop from full, and the rest going in special defense because, again, her special attackers are the ones that I am worried about. Grimmsnarl is holding the Kebia Berry, which is the poison resist berry, to make sure that I can take these incoming Sludge Bombs from a potential Mega Gengar or a potential Zoroark disguised as something else. Next up on the team is the reason we have Scary Face this week, which is my Mega Staraptor. This Pokemon is one of my favorite Pokemon. It has been carrying me on the ladder, and I'm so excited to use it in draft. Intimidate to weaken her physical attackers if she brings any of them off rip, but I'm not going to be using it for very long because I'm going to immediately be Mega Evolving. Idea is to go for Scary Face into Brave Bird to guaranteed outspeed Mega Gengar. I guaranteed outspeed most of her team at +1, including her Rotom Heat with the potential Choice Scarf, and I kill a offensive Mega Gengar with Brave Bird, as well as a lot of her team, just getting good damage off on them, threatening them hard. U-Turn is here to be able to pivot out of Shadow Tag, potentially, in case I do get trapped with Perish Song. Otherwise, really strong, really bulky. Close Combat and Brave Bird, obviously just for strong stabs, and Roost to keep me healthy, because once I get my boost, it's really hard for her to get rid of me. Then we have Infernape holding the Choice Scarf this week. Running Blaze because I'm not using anything that gets boosted by Iron Fist. A nice mixed attacker. Flamethrower, Grass Knot, Close Combat, Throat Chop. Close Combat is mostly here for those Pokemon like the Mega Excadrill if it comes. As well as to hit the Rotom Heat for neutral damage. Things like the Glaceon. This is really my answer for Scizor as well. It takes very little damage from a Bullet Punch and can Flamethrower and delete it. Grass Knot for things like the Swampert and the Mudsdale. And Throat Chop, again, for the same reason it's on Grimmsnarl, to kind of, in this case, outspeed things and stop them in their tracks from going for that Perish Song. Then we have a nice supportive Rotom here. Rotom comes from Legends ZA. Look at that Pokeball that it's in. Nice and cool. I went and caught this just to have. outspeeds a good chunk of her team. I'm not sure what the speed investment is exactly for, because I made this team a while ago, but it's nice and bulky with a decent amount of special attack investment as well. Just to get a little bit of damage off with this Electro Web, but that's not really why it's here. It's here to slow things down, potentially, for the rest of my team. Electro Web isn't the most important move here, but it's a nice damage dealing option. The more important moves here are the other three, Will-O-Wisp, Eerie Impulse, and Helping Hand, cutting the offensive stats in half of whatever she's fighting and giving my Pokemon a 50% boost are all very important here to land critical KOs and completely neuter Pokemon that would otherwise be major threats. Getting an Eerie Impulse into a Mega Gengar is very nice. I'm holding the Kasiba Berry to take a Shadow Ball from the Mega Gengar. And yeah, just generally, I think that this is going to be a decent supporting Pokemon. It's not going to come much. Probably might not even come at all, but I think that if I see the right matchup, it can do a pretty good job, especially if she doesn't bring her ground types, and I can just kind of click her Electro Web for free. This becomes a very decent Pokemon into her. Next on the list is the Palafin, running max speed Adamant with max attack this week, because that will give me enough speed to, currently in baby form, outspeed a lot of things like the Rotom Heat. Let's see, what exactly is this for? To outspeed, yes, the Rotom Heat is the speed target with the 152. If it's not Choice Scarf, I outspeed, I get a flip turn off. Great, fantastic. Protect, Ice Punch, and Jet Punch are also here just for general coverage. Ice Punch does a number into the Altaria, completely destroying it. Jet Punch with a Mystic Water boost in hero form hurts, even a Mudsdale. It's also going to hurt Swampert, Mega Excadrill. And again, it's mostly here for those Pokemon that I don't really see coming, but it's my answer to them. Otherwise, the other mode with Staraptor and Infernape is going to be my go-to. But it's also really good into the Mega Gengar, and if she brings a Politoed and gives us a Rain Boost, it can be an absolute menace. And the last Pokemon on the team here is the Tinkaton. Tinkaton outspeeds a good chunk of Giselle's team, hits like an absolute fucking truck, holding the Metal Coat this week. I don't know if I mentioned, but Palafin is holding the Mystic Water. Protect, Fake Out, Encore, and Gigaton Hammer. General good supportive move pool, gonna be really annoying. I have Mold Breaker here to ignore. What was I trying to ignore? I don't even remember at this point. I think it was Inner Focus on Mudsdale, so I can flinch it if she runs that. I just didn't really have another use for her ability this week. But the main draw of this Pokemon here is that the Clefable that Gisselle has is really annoying into my Mega Staraptor. It's unaware, makes it ignore my boosts, and it becomes a real problem. Gigaton Hammer with the Metal Coat and my attack investment guaranteed kills all forms of Clefable. It can be max HP, max defense, bold, and it still dies. Unless she somehow gets up a light screen, or reflect, and is also that bulky, it's dead. I think that there is a chance that she does get up a reflect and is not that bulky, and I think it still dies anyways. So I'm really excited for this Pokemon. I'm really excited for this game. I'm going to let my opponent know that we are ready, and we're going to go. Setting up a room now. Let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, just a reminder for everyone to go ahead and like the video. Make sure you watch all the way through, and you hit the subscribe button and all that. Comment, let me know what you guys are wanting to see more of. Please and thank you. Let's make a room. Make sure it's doubles. Create a room. And let's send over this code. We got, whoops, this is the wrong button. There we go. There we go. Is sent. And so we'll wait for her to join. Yeah, in the meantime, how's you guys' days going? How are you guys enjoying the content? I recorded a video that I didn't end up uploading. It was using this Evolutions team. I was climbing the ranked ladder because of the season reset, but unfortunately it just didn't come out well. By the way, I hope the graphics look better. I hope this video is not as scuffed. The graphics look better. I hope I sound better because I'm using the correct mic now, and I got a Switch 2 over the last week because my birthday passed, and my amazing girlfriend, some of my best friends in the whole wide world, got me one. They're terrible. I told them not to spend any money on me, but you know, that's just how they go. And yeah, I hope everyone's kind of having a good day. Everyone's vibing. All right, let's see what she's got. Where's my notebook? Oh shit. Okay, this is kind of what I expected. No Mudsdale is interesting. But otherwise, no Rotom Heat. Ooh, okay. That puts Staraptor in a really good spot. We got a Glaceon. Glaceon and Scizor and Politoed are the ones that I didn't have marked. I think I am just going to rip the Band-Aid with, I think, these 4 and see how this goes. For now, I'm going to rate the Pokemon that I see here. I'm going to assume Politoed has Drizzle, because that just makes sense. Don't know how many items I'm going to learn here because of just general shenanigans, but you know. I'm also going to assume that Scizor has Technician. Alright, let's do this. Only 6 seconds left. Is she gonna bonk her team or what? Oh, looks like she got it right in time. Timer didn't hit 0. Let's see what she's got. Oh, best of luck to my opponent, by the way. This is a very interesting matchup. She leads with the Clefable and the Scizor. This is pretty much calling my lead. Holy. Okay, I think... I think I want to fake out into the Scizor and switch to Tink is my play. Keep the Intimidated up. Why did I fake out into Scizor? I just intimidated it. Oh well. Let's see what moves she ends up going for. Swap to Tink. Mold Breaker comes out. Fake out comes out in Scizor. Do a little bit of chip. And Scizor doesn't go for a move, obviously. Huff goes for Stealth Rock. Interesting. Scizor is leftovers, that's good to know. Which means it's not Occaberry, which means that Infernape is going to fucking hurt. So I'm gonna just hard swap to that. I could easily go for a fake out, go for Encore to stop Clefable from doing anything, but I'm just gonna rip a Gigaton Hammer into that slot. She really doesn't have a good switch into this. Politoed or Swampert could come in, but honestly, like, I don't really care if they do. Infernape is going to take a big bit of Stealth Rock's damage on the switch in here, but I'm not particularly worried about it. Grimmsnarl is going to switch first, which means that it's faster than Clefable, if anything. If that did switch. It did not switch. Bullet Punch is going to come out. That's going to do very little damage. And Gigaton Hammer is going to pick up a clean kill. Nice. Alright, so Scizor does have Bullet Punch, and that is good to know. Let me look at a calc for some of that investment. Let me put Tink here versus Scizor. Let's just go 32 with Bullet Punch. So it did what? 55 damage. So it's max attack adamant. No, it's not quite max attack adamant, but it's a lot of investment. I think I don't want to get perish trapped, so I'm going to rip a throat chop here and protect. Seems like the best bet for me. Infernape should outspeed this here. So unless she ripped protect, which, I mean, that's fine, I'll just do it again next turn. Should be a pretty safe bet. She's probably got to be pretty bulky to not take considerable damage. That fucking hurts. And what does she go for? Sludge Bomb. Ooh. Ouch. Okay. Superpower into the protect. Sounds good. What do I want to do from here? I think I want to look at this for a second. That did what? 73%? So that is within range from no bulk. Which is great for me. And I think I'm going to send out Staraptor realistically. I can. That sucks, taking that much damage. But this Scizor is now at -2. I can rip a close combat into it for decent damage. And I can Gigaton Hammer the Gengar, which I think is pretty safe. Yeah, so I'm just gonna rip that. Let's just see how this goes. Getting the Mega off is going to be fairly important for helping my Staraptor survive whatever this Gengar is going to go for. Hopefully it survives. I'm a little worried. Either way, this Gengar should be dead. And I should be in a decent Thunder. You rip a Thunder and you hit? Fuck me, okay. Well, that is going to be game 1. I don't think I can win. With that just killing outright. Gengar does go down. The Gigaton Hammer. Superpower is going to come out. He's lowering his attack even more. So I'm really hoping that I can just kind of bully this Scizor in the end, because now it can't switch out. So let's record class. Raptor. Okay, this is the Glaceon. I'm okay with this. I think I will fake out here and protect. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna fake out and protect. Let's see what this goes for. Get some damage off on the Glaceon. Fake out into the Glaceon. It's gonna do 15%, not bad. Going for another superpower into the Tink. That is perfectly fine by me. So now I'm just going to rip some damage into these two, and I don't think that this Glaceon is surviving a Gigaton Hammer. I should outspeed it pretty much guaranteed. I don't think it's surviving. I think she's bringing her water types next match, because holy, that's at -3. That's not doing enough. Yeah. Hammer is going to come out. Tink is going to pick up the kill on the Glaceon. Cool. So Chop is going to come out, doing some pretty solid damage. And this should be a pretty clean just throat chop, and I don't really have a move I can go for. I don't really want to reveal anything else, so I'm just going to go for Protect. The Grimmsnarl should kill here. Unless you crit. You don't crit. So Grim kills Scizor, and that is going to be a win for game 1. Alright. Not bad. I think she's absolutely burning her water types. Next game. Yeah, so I think I'm switching things up. I think I am going to hit continue battling here, and let's think about a plan for game 2. So, Grassnot is going to be really good on the Infernape. I think I lead Infernape Palafin, honestly. I don't even think I bring Staraptor. I think she is a little bit too prepped for Staraptor. I'm not as prepped for Pyroar as I thought she was going to be, in all honesty. I think I need Tink, and honestly, I think I need Grimmsnarl in case she still brings the Gengar. Yeah, I think that this is gonna be the play, I think. And we'll see how this goes. I'm not nervous, you're nervous. I really hope she leads Politoed and gives me a rain for my Palafin. That would be sweet. But she really has nothing to threaten the Palafin. At least not off rip, because, again, Palafin should outspeed the Glaceon, because my Tink outsped it. So it can't freeze dry me. She can rip Thunder with the Gengar, but it's no bulk, so how does it take a not hero form? Jet Punch does 40%, which is not bad. If I'm in hero form in the rain, that guaranteed kills. Oh, that's disgusting. She led Politoed. Politoed Clef is perfect. So I do think I'm going to flip turn into the Clefable, and hopefully, in the attempt of swapping out to the Tinkaton here, and I'm just gonna rip a Grass Knot into the Politoed. This should do some decent damage, and if she attempts to swap it out, should still be fine. I should have calced this first, though, with the time that I had. Oh yeah, close combat would have absolutely done more. That was a mistake on my part. Flipturn's gonna come out in the rain, it's gonna do solid damage. Wait what this last set is while I have some time. Based on that damage, I did 32% in the rain. This is absolutely bulky. Is this max? This is max. Yeah, probably like absolute max. So she must have been real surprised when that Gigaton Hammer fucking killed. What's she gonna go for here, though? I expect Infernape's gonna catch, yep, a Weather Ball. That's gonna be the end of Infernape, which sucks, because that's my answer to the Swampert. And Stealth Rocks again. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Because now Palafin's gonna come out. Or is it? Do I want to keep Palafin in the back? No, I think Palafin's gonna come out. I think I'm just gonna ignore the Politoed. How much does Politoed killed Infernape with Weather Ball. Rain. Yeah, that's pretty much guaranteed. So I swap that to Tink. I don't know what set this is necessarily, but it shouldn't do a ton of damage. I think she might be swapping here on the Clef, so I'm just gonna fake out the Politoed though, realistically. And honestly, Jet Punch in the rain should still hurt the Clef. Here's Clefable. Yeah, it'll do enough. It's not gonna kill, but it'll do big damage. Yeah, she swapped. What I expected, no matter what comes out, Swampert, this is gonna hurt. Fake out into the Politoed, keep it from moving. Jet Punch. That is not defensive at all, which is honestly perfect. Now I'm going to protect with the Tink and just Jet Punch again. Force her to kind of deal with this Palafin. Protect Tink. Kill the Swampert. Should record Politoed. Put the ball into protect. Good. Palafin. Swampert. How much will this do into the class? Good question. That's Gengar coming out. That's not concerning at all. Actually, I know that I kill with a Jet Punch. So honestly, I'm gonna hard swap to Gengar, and especially in the rain, this should kill. This should kill guaranteed. Because it is no bulk. And if it doesn't... Oh, she's swapping Politoed out. That's fine. Swapping Politoed out for that is cool. Cool by me. Jet Punch in the rain will still do about 50% of the Clef. Jet Punch into this. Gets a clean kill. And now I am in a really good spot. There, I can take out the Politoed and flip turn on Clef for some damage and to get Tink back out. Gengar, I can't believe that Staraptor did fucking nothing. The star of the show did absolutely fucking nothing. Citrus Berry is fine because Gigaton Hammer is going to kill no matter what. Just go out into the Tink here. I doubt she's weatherballing into she's weatherballing into Palafin, sorry. Because it would be a resisted hit, and I don't think they would. Oh, I flinched them. I forgot I fake out them. Moonblast could have come out into Tink. Into the Grimmsnarl is fine. Grimmsnarl should take that. That is perfectly acceptable. And now I'm just going to Throat Chop the Politoed and Gigaton Hammer the Clef, which should pick up 2 kills unless Politoed is fast. It's not faster than my Tink. I think I know that. But if it's fast enough to outspeed Grimmsnarl with my investment, that could be an issue for differential. Big Hammer is going to come out. First Clef. Throat Chop comes out, and that is going to kill the Politoed. And I have not dropped the game yet. GG to Gisselle. That was a great match. Honestly had me on my toes. I thought I was going to lose game 1. I can't believe Staraptor did absolutely fucking nothing. But yeah, GG. I hope that this recording went a bit better than my last one. I completely forgot I had something to put on the screen. I'm so sad. You guys didn't even get to see this. Well, now if you're here at the end of the video, now you do. Look, I had my Pokemon on the screen the entire time. You can't tell me otherwise. Anyways, have a good one. Please make sure you like the video, comment what you would like to see otherwise, any power rankings, any team breakdown, whatever. Please let me know. There's a chance I might be making some trades before next week. So I hope you guys don't get too familiar with some of these team members. But yeah, that is going to be that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your lives. Bye.